evening, everybody. Hope you're well and dandy on this Thursday evening, 27th of July at 7:02, I believe. A little bit later than normal, but good to see you all. Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying life. Hope you've been out fishing. And tonight's sort of topic of discussion for the time being is going to be summer fishing. We are meant to be in summer, although it doesn't look like that at the moment, does it? We're going to have a little chat. If you've got any questions about summer fishing, about bait, quantities, rigs, anything like that, taking bait to France, anything to do with summer fishing, if you've got any carp fishing questions and queries about it, put them on here and I'll try and answer them as best I can. And also you get help from the community who may be able to help answer those questions. But good evening to everybody. If you haven't been here before, welcome. What we normally do is for about half an hour, we normally have a Q&A, or we get a little topic going, or we have a bit of a laugh and a bit of a joke and all that type of thing. Anything to do with carp fishing. And then about 35 minutes in, we say goodbye to the normal catchmorecarp.co.uk subscribers. And then I go over to the closed Facebook group, continuing the live stream with them to finish off the last half an hour with my subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet, get yourself over to catchmorecarp.co.uk. Get loads of videos, a new video every week, every Sunday at 6 p.m. Could be a technical video, could be a campaign video, a how-to, could be a French adventure video, could be anything like that. You get loads of discounts like CC Moore, J Precision Hooks, the Keen Angler Tackle Shop. You get 10% off. Loads and loads and loads of different discounts. Plus, you get first refusal on all our social events if you're a Catch More Carp member. Just like the one we done at Sandhurst and the one we just done last weekend at Turner's Lake on the Norton Disney complex. And we've got lots and lots and lots more of these socials to come. So if you're a member of Catch More Carp, then you'll get first refusal, be able to get on these socials, which are epic. I'm going to show you some pictures in a little while of some of the what we got up to the weekend. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it. It was really good. Just like the Sanders one was really, really good. Most people caught. A few didn't. Not many. Another PBs again. Another social where someone's done their PB. Harry. We had a great, great time, me and Jamie, with you guys and ladies. Right, so this evening, let's see who's in. Let's see who's here. Let's see. Get your questions ready. Talking of ladies. Hello, Julia. Hope you're well, my darling. Hope you're good. Evening, Louis. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. And you, Dave. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. And you were out fishing for the week, weren't you, with Julia, I believe? Here's a question for us. Stuart Watkins says, how many kilo boilie would you take to France? Now, I did a video on this recently, only about a month ago, on the Catch More Carp website. So a subscriber video about how much bait to take. There's a part 1, there's a part 2. How much bait to take and how much bait to use when you're over there. General gist of it is, I normally take probably about 20 or 30 kilo of shelf life boilies. I never take more than that, and I always come back with some. I've never been on the trip where I've actually run out of bait. Reason being is I'm fishing for a bite. Just like over in England, I'm fishing for a bite over there. It is all dependent on the stock, but look at it this way. If you're going to a commercial lake, just say you're going to Dream Lakes, Abbey Lakes, all these different places, they see lots of footfall, lots of anglers, putting in lots of bait. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to arrive, you're going to get your swim. Oh, right, let's put 10, 20 kilo bait straight out for the off. You don't know what bait has gone in the week before. I mean, the bailiffs and all that will tell you, and the spots and... But you have no idea unless you speak to the guy, which is not normal. You don't normally cross over the guys who were there before. So what I tend to do is take 20 to 30 kilo, because those first 2 nights, I might not put hardly any bait in. I might just, if I'm using a bait boat, which I do quite a lot in France, I might just put, a handful or a few crushed boilies, some buckwheat, hemp, maize, tie, whatever it is, whatever you're allowed to, pellet. Just ease into the session. So the first night or 2, I'm not really losing much bait. You've got 5 nights left after that. Of course, it's venue dependent. If you're going to somewhere like Jezaki out in Croatia, I mean, you've got to take a minimum of 100 kilo with you. So it's expensive. Or if you're going to, Euro Aqua, we had to buy their bait over there. But it's it's a difficult one. But I tend to go with caution. Those first couple of nights, you can always put it in, but you can't take it out. So I take 20 to 30 kilo. I probably take 5 to 10 kilo of particle. I might take more particle than I need, but that's cheaper to mix up on that. Boilies a lot more expensive. So yeah, 20 to 30 kilo, maybe 40 if it's a well stocked. I'm looking at getting loads of bites, but on the whole, that's it, 20 to 30 kilo max, with some pellet, with some particles in as well. You know, bulk it out if you're on a budget. So I hope that answers your question. Same with fishing over in England in the summer, like what I'm talking about now. I tend to go that if I'm doing a 48 hour or a 72 hour, that first night, I just want to find the fish. So I'm putting out singles sometimes, or just a spray of boilie, 10, 20, 30 boilies across the 3 rods. You know, I'm not putting a lot out until I know what's happening. I don't know who's been in the swim before me, how much bait's gone out there, if the fish had a good feed up. Of course, I have a couple of spots being fed every time I'm there to fall back on if I don't find the fish. That's where I'll be baiting up bigger amounts. But generally, I go to catch them. I don't want to feed them. I want to catch them. You know, so yeah, 20 to 30 kilo fishing in France, Stuart. Hope that helps answer your question. Evening, Stephen. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're good. There's Andy. Evening to you, mate. Are you in France still? How are you getting on with your French trip out there? How are you and the missus doing? What you call? Had many? Nigel, even though I hope everybody well. Hi, Nigel. Hope you're well, mate. Hi, Baz. Good to see you. And Terry. Evening, everyone. Evening, Terry. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you got back okay. There's some brownie points getting back early from Sunday. There's Stuart. Evening, all. Evening, Chris. Good to see you, mate. Adam says, evening. How's the new pork chop? She's lovely. Was Dove and Spoons at Norton Disney? Was Dove and Spoons? No, Dove and Spoons weren't, as far as I remember. They might have been. I didn't see them, though, to be fair. There's Steph. Good evening, Leo. Good evening, all. Steph's in France as well. Hope you enjoy it. Oh, are you in France, or are you actually... you're actually down the road from me in Folkestone in a hotel, aren't you, I think? If that's right, I think, Steph. It was good to meet you at Turner's at the weekend. You and your brother and Harry, you had a PB. We had a great time, and it was really good to see you and put a face to the voice and everything else. Evening, Neil. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Facebook user. Evening, Neil. Evening, all. Hope everyone is keeping well. Very well, thank you. Evening, Jed. Good to see you, mate. Graham Parkins on YouTube. Evening, Leon. How much tiger nut would you put out per rod, and would you top it up next day if you didn't catch? Right. Really good question. Really good summer question as well. I love using particles in the summer. I use more particles. Well, winter and summer is when I use most of my particles. Now, summertime, I want to keep them fish on the spot. The spots are clearer. They want stuff to go through them more. So I use a mix of particles and boilie. Because I use more weight of feed, and it's cheaper to use the particles as well, and mix them with the boilies, it complements each other. But tigers, I like a good handful of tigers. Now, if I'm fishing over one rod, how many tigers would I fish? Depends on the fish stocks, but really, a couple of pouchfuls. All you need is about 20 or 30 tigers max. 10 tigers normally, a little handful over the edge, a little bag of tigers, clipped on, shavings, cut down, little chopped tigers, little bits and pieces of tigers. I wouldn't put loads and loads and loads out. There's no reason to. I caught a fish about a month ago on a single tiger. No tigers, no boilies, no seeds, no nothing around it. Just cast into the pond, about 50 yards, in the silt area, single tiger. It shows you the pulling power, just like a boilie. You can catch them on a single hook bait, can't you? So I wouldn't go overboard with the tigers. You're giving the fish too much to think about, too many options to feed. But a handful, couple of pouchfuls over the top, or just fire out singles around it. That's what I do with a catapult. So I wouldn't go mad and put in kilos and buckets full. and all that type of stuff. It's it goes against you, I feel. It's different if you've got a lot of nuisance fish like tench, where I tend to fish a bigger tiger nut hook bait, and they do eat tigers. Some bream eat tigers, but generally, if it's, you know, there's not a lot of tench problems or silverfish problems, I'll go with a couple of pouches. That's all you need. Even in the edge, one handful, you know, 10 tigers or something, you know, pinged in like that. It's all you need, Graham. You don't need loads. Less is more when it comes to tigers, all year round, really. Food evening for the bake. I hope it is a food evening. Adam says, is a soft coated braid more to tangle on a leg clip or semi-stiff better? Braid's going to tangle more on any rig you've got. Inline, helicopter, leg clip. It's going to it has a potential to tangle because it's not stiff. A semi-stiff or a stiff link or anything like that is more likely not to tangle, no matter if you're on a clip, helicopter, or whatever. But a braid, because it's very supple and moves about and can fizzes about in the air, it's more likely to tangle. So your answer to your question is semi-stiff is better. But if you want to use braid like I do on some of the rigs that I use, I will either thread down using a quick chain swivel. I will thread down a little 50p piece size of crumb or crumb and salt, Himalayan rock salt. Put that onto the point. That stops it because it's heavier from tangling as much in flight. Or you can use a stringer with it, or use a bit of foam, or combine all three together. Bit of foam in the PVA stocking, put it on like that, and that always does me well as a sight bobbin as well. That bit of foam will come up, and you put your pouch for the tigers over, put your pouch for the boilies over, or whatever it is. You know, put your frame, stick your boilies out, that type of thing. So Adam, answer your question: is braid's going to tangle more, semi-stiff or stiff? Is better for not tangling. Hope that answers your question. There's Mark Vallis. Hope you're well, mate. Hi, everyone. Hope you are well. Good to see you, Mark, as well, at the weekend. There's John. Good to see you as well, John. John had a bit of a red letter day. I think he had 4 or 5 fish, lost 3 or 4, and some nice 20s at Turner's. Did very, very well. Well done, John. Evening, all evening to you. In fact, let's go and have let's go and have a little look at some of the pictures from Turner's. Now, as I said, we had a great time there. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at some of the pictures. Right, look. There's a couple of pictures there. Now, there's Harry. He had his PB there, so he did get watered. He got the old bucket and that. There's Harry. And there's Keith as well with a beautiful... Look at that for a fully scaled. It was like that on the other side as well. Beautiful fully scaled Keith had from Turner's Lake. Really, really nice, wasn't it? Now, the benefit of this also, another benefit of being a member of the Catch More Carp community and the website, monthly or annual subscription, is that you're going to get asked onto these socials. So you're going to get first refusal on all these socials rather than putting them out to the general public. And we got some great ones coming up, believe me. Here's some more pics. Let's have a look. There he is on the right. There's John, old Smiler John as well. We had a great time, didn't we? One of the benefits as well was the hog roast. Guys, the guys who were there, what was the hog roast like? Let us put down below, the people that were there, what is the hog roast? What was the hog roast like? It is biblical. That's the best bit of it for me, apart from seeing you guys catching loads of good ones. But the hog roast was unbelievable. It was really, really nice, as usual. Let's have a look at some more pictures. There is Paul on the left there. He had some nice fish as well. He had 2 or 3 nice ones. And the old dog himself, Richie, he was there for the hog roast. He made a special appearance for us. And it's good to see him in fine form, catching a few from Norton Disney. The old Richie MacDonald there. He made an appearance, give us some of his stories and that. So that was really good to have him as a guest appearance. And there you go. Look, there's the hog roast again. There's the hog roast. There's everyone queuing up to get their food. And it's really, really nice. We had a really good time. Guys who were there, put down below what you thought of the hog roast, what you thought of everything. It was just really, really good. Right, Roger says, evening Leon, hope you're well and everyone else is very well. Thank you, Roger. Thanks for tuning in. Alan Davis on YouTube tuning in. Good to see you, Alan. There's George, the bream hauler. Evening everyone from the bank hauling bream. George, that lake you're fishing is full of big double figure bream, isn't it? It really is. I was speaking to somebody else who fishes there, and they were saying there's just loads of bream. There's some big old carp in there though, but some big old everything in there. Pike, bream, the lot in there. Tench, the lot. So hopefully you'll get through them, George. Good to see you, mate. Anyway. Everything Carp. Leon, when's the new clothing range coming out? I spoke to Ian. He said sometime in the new year. I'm not sure, to be fair, when the clothing range is coming out. It's going to be in the new. It's going to be in the new year, but the new bait is going to be out as well in the new year, the CC Moore one. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see for that, won't we? Evening, sir. There's Luke, evening chaps, sat on a Cheshire Mere, looking forward to gammon, egg, chips and beans. Oh, lovely. One of my favourite bankside treats, that is. Feeling confident, fingers crossed for my merry men. Yep, Luke, good luck, mate. Hopefully, you'll get amongst them. Stuart said, 10 of us going to France end of August. Very, very nice. Very, very good. Good luck, Stuart. Good luck, mate. Let us know how you get on in France. Matt says, even Leo, what is your most simple summer rig you would use? Simple summer rig. That would just be a complicated rig, the uncomplicated rig, or whatever it's called, something like that, which is just basically fluorocarbon or nylon on a size probably between 6 and 4 with a hair on there, £10, £15, amnesia or that type of thing. Just cast it out with a stringer. I've had loads of fish on that, especially using a D-rig like that. But multi-rig as well, because you can use a pop-up, bottom bait. That's a pretty simple rig to tie up and everything. I've got loads and loads of rig tying videos on the Rig Clinic on the website as well. So those, let me just type it down. Those who haven't been to the website, let's put it in here for you so you got it. Okay, there you go. Let's just put that in there for you. Right, where we are. Let's go back to where he was. Bloody hell. So there we are. It's the only thing with type anything, you go all the way back to the beginning. So Matt, yeah, a simple summer rig would either be a nylon rig, the uncomplicated rig, or something like the like Slip D, something like that. Or you know, anything like that is quite simple and very effective. It doesn't need to be complicated, doesn't it, to work, I've found. There's Danny. Evening, Leon and all. Disney was a right good weekend. Very pleased to have met you, mate, and you, and everyone else what that went to. Yeah, it was really good weekend, wasn't it, Danny? Poured with rain a lot of the time, but we made the best of it. Good food, good company, loads of fish out. Yeah, it was just really good. I'm looking forward to the next one. Every carpenter can't wait to get on the new Pro Stim liver. It's a really good bait, to be fair. And it's the new Northern Special Goo stuff coming out New Year or for the winter. Not too sure about that one. That one's a bit hush-hush, so we'll have to wait and see that. But yeah, I believe there's a bit of a Northern Special Goo going on. If you was at the, I think it was the big one, we had some of it there to show you. So yeah, have a little I'm hoping it'd be for the winter so I can use it. But yeah, it's going to be a good one. There's Phil, evening Leon, everyone. Evening to you, Philip. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Daniel Brown, evening, buddy. Evening, Daniel. Ken Wharton said, best mosquito pellet. Well, there's quite a few, to be fair. I like, personally, I like the coils. Now, there's only certain coils that work as well. Have I got some in my bag? Let's have a look. Let's just, one sec, bear with me. No. Unfortunately, I haven't got any in there. I thought I had some in my bag then. Are the coils, are they about anywhere? No, unfortunately not. I think they're called the Highlander coils or something. I'll put a link up on my Instagram account to the coils later on after we finish this live. But I like them the best. They've always been good for me. I like Skin So Soft by Avon. That's pretty good as well, but I still have been bitten a couple of times with that. The other one which is good is the Thermabutin or the Thermatin, or the butane, which is a gas one. That's pretty good as well. But the coils haven't never failed me. They've never failed me, the coils. Another one which I use quite a bit is the Citrullina. So water, you get spray. Citronella, put 20 drops of that in a spray, and you spray that over yourself. One, it's very refreshing when it's sticky and hot and that. But two, they tend to not like it, the old Citronella, the old mozzies. So Citronella spray and the coils have worked best for me. I'm sure there's some others out there which are really good, but they're the two that have worked the best for me. Brian's evening all. Hope everyone is well. Evening, Brian. Hope you're well, mate. Kevin Smith. Hi, Kevin. Hope you're well, mate. Dave said, considering the weather just lately, Leon, would you put a little bit more bait or still just fish for a bite? Initially, I'd fish for a bite. But if the fish are very active and I'm getting liners and I've caught one, I'll be putting more bait out. Keep the bait going in if they're eating it. Yeah, it's very difficult because I fish quite difficult waters, so I'm always experimenting, things like that. Normal waters, I'll probably go in with 4 or 5 spoms or a couple of pouchfuls of bait or a PVA bag, something like that, just to test the water, just to test how the fish are doing. Of course, if you start to get bites, put more and more in. That's what I'll do. An age-old adage, which rings very, very true. You can't take out what you've already put in. You can always put more in, but you can't take it out, can you? So I tend to go on the side of not putting loads in, unless they're really having it. Jed says, I'm off to France in March. I'm going on the ferry. Is there still any restrictions? I don't want it taken off me. I've been on the ferry and that. I mean, there are restrictions there, don't get me wrong, but they have got better things to do than to take bait off everyone. I haven't had any taken off me. I've had maggots, I've had boilies, I've had full up. So they open the thing and the boilies just sitting there, and I've never had them taken off. Maybe I've been lucky and I've never heard of anyone having their kit taken off them, their bait taken off them. So, you know, Jed, I would, it's up to you, but I've never had any problems, and I would just take it as I normally would do. Maybe pack it a little bit further away, the bulk of it, something like that, but yeah. Sean Wilton, hi Leon, nice to see you Saturday over at Norton Disney. Was that you on the scooter? Yes, that was me on the scooter, Sean. Yes, it was. We had, me and Jamie have got a couple of scooters, because obviously we want to get round to see you guys as much as possible. And walking just doesn't hack it. We've both got scooters and we're going round and we're checking in on you probably 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day, helping you with your queries, your camera queries, rig queries, getting your spots sorted, all that type of stuff. So in one respect, it's like a social, but it's like a tutorial as well. You know, I hate that word tutorial. It sounds like I'm a lot better than who I'm teaching. Like I'd say it's just giving you the knowledge that I've got when you've asked for it and when you needed it. So we're going around all the time. Also, to get pictures and things like that, we must have gone around that lake 30, 40, 50 times over the weekend. And at Sandhurst as well. So scooter is invaluable, to be fair. So yes, that was, you saw me, Sean, on the scooter. Stuart said, there's 10 of us going. Everyone is going to be spudding particle. I don't want to be one of them. I'm going to go boil it over boilie approach, I think. Stuart, if everyone's going particle, go boilie. So then take probably a little bit extra than you normally would take, because you want to be putting more than what they're putting in. But yeah, good call to be different to them, that's for certain. Hi Stuart, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. There he is, Anthony. Even a great weekend at Norton. Have learnt one thing from the socials. Don't use rubber hooks. Yeah, that's 2 socials now that you've lost fish. I really felt for you, mate. I really did. But the best thing was listening to Richie McDonald's stories. First hand was amazing. Yes, he was amazing, wasn't he, mate? He really is. A true legend. Evening all, evening to you. When we going to get some pictures on new pork chop? What? Just let me go and get the pork chop. Wait there. Frank, do you want to bring Dottie out? We're just going to get Dottie. We've got a female one now. Not sure we've actually got the dog that we was meant to get. We were told it's a little Jack Russell, but it's got some ears on it. It's got some ears on it, so it could well be. We reckon, God, got a little bit of a chihuahua in there somewhere who's been having a go on the Jack Russell at some point. So yeah, it looks like a Jack Russell, but it's got some bloody ears on it. That's for certain. So I'm not sure as it gets bigger, it's going to be the full Jack Russell, to be fair. But she's lovely. Definitely going to take her fishing. Not pork chop, but lamb chop. We might have to call this one. I think lamb chop. 1 second. Where is she? Just grab her. Bring her up. My son is just bringing her up as we speak. So while we're waiting for her, what dog breed have you got? Put down in the comments below what dog breed you've got. The Carp dog. Do you take it fishing with you? Let me know down below. It'd be really good to see what breeds people take with them fishing. And yeah, the old lamb chop. It's not going to be pork. It can only be one pork chop, couldn't there? Here we go. Here she is. Look. There she is. Have a look up there. Look. Have a look up there. She's lovely. She is. She's gorgeous. Look. Have a little look. Look up there. Look. Look at the ears on it. Look. Like a gremlin. Look at the ears on it. It's like a little gremlin. Yeah, don't look. Beautiful she is. Good old girl she is. She's going to be coming fishing with me at some point. She loves a rat already. She's already chasing things around. There you go, darling. She's only, what's she now, 12 weeks? Something like that?
13 weeks.
13 weeks old. So, what do you reckon? Do you reckon it's Jack Russell? Do you reckon it's got a bit of chihuahua in there with those ears? Bloody hell. So there you go. Right, Darren says, evening Leon, evening everyone. Hope all is well, very well. I made it. First time in weeks. Good to be here at last. Good to see you, Darren. Hope you're well, mate. Would be a PVO stocking enough to put out? Yes, definitely. PVO stocking full of baits, more than enough. I agree. I use 5 kilo tigers maximum. Yeah, that's all you need about the year. You don't need to put loads out. Really, guys, with tigers, less is more. Don't believe what you see on the videos of, yeah, we put 5 kilo out and we smashed up the lake that one night. Load of rubbish. You're just doing damage to the lake. Little and often. Couple of pouchfuls. That's all you need. Roger says, fishing 2 nights, been getting through 20 plus kilo particle, putting about 10 kilo in the first night, topping up after each fish, been working for me. Yes, it can well do. If you've got the fish to be able to catch them like that, or if it's something they haven't seen before, Roger, then yes, totally agree. Steph says, yep, in the Premier Inn, folks, and all giddy. Great to meet everyone at Norton. Cracking weekend, despite the weather. Hog roast was on another level. Was good, wasn't it? It was good. In fact, I went up for seconds. Seconds or thirds? I think everyone went up for seconds. What lake would always be special to you? Ooh. Calder Lake in the Colne Valley. That would always be special to me. Also Save as well, opposite. The Manor is just another special one. I enjoy my time on there. Loads of them, really. But they're the ones that really sort of... and Redmere. When I fished Redmere, I've done a trip on there once. I had a couple of nights on there and caught one. That was very special. So, yeah, good question, Luke. Very good question. Kevin says, Kevin from YouTube. Evening, Leon. What's the best bait to use when crayfish are a problem? I would say plastic baits as hook baits. Here is how I would go against the grain. If I'm fishing a crayfish infested water, then I'm going to put in lots of bait. I'm going to put in 5-10 kilo of particles on one area and boiling. I'm going to put lots of bait in. So the crayfish are preoccupied. You're sort of like feeding them off, like you do with the seagulls and the swans when you fly fishing. You're trying to feed them off. You got that, but keep that bait going in, big amounts of particles and that. And the carp will get drawn in with the crayfish. They love crayfish. But yeah, best hook baits, plastic tigers, plastic cord, those type of things. You know, plastic wooden balls soaked in flavour. That's another good one. You don't hear a lot about. But yeah, hope that's helped, Kevin. Ronnie said, hi Leon, you can take bodies straight from the bag and harden them anyway, just for hook baits. Yes, you can do. Can you take bodies straight from the bag and harden them anyway, just for hook baits? Yes, I put them in oil. That can harden them up as well. Air dry them. That can harden them up. That's what I do. Yeah, there's a couple of different ways there. Every Carp says, tigers or plastic baits, rat baits and the fox armamish. Yep. I fish with lots of crays, use a calder, sinkers, not putty. Yes. Definitely. I should do a video on how to avoid craze, really, shouldn't I? There's a few things you can do. Evening all to you. Adam says, Cuttle Mill for a social. I haven't been there for about 25 years. Cuttle Mill. I went there many, many years ago near Birmingham, wasn't it? Mark said, top notch, top crackling. Crackling was rather good, wasn't it? At Norton Disney. I did like that, I tell you. Bloody hell, did I? John said, hog roast fantastic. Had 2 plates. Yes, so did I. I think I might have even had 3. Terry said the crackling was awesome. Hi, Lil. Sorry this has been asked before. Never a silly question. Never say sorry for asking a question. That's what it's all about here and on Catch More Carp. Is that you can ask any question you want. Any question. And you won't be ridiculed for it. The most silly question is the question you never ask. So, hi, Leon. Oh, hi, Leon. Sorry this has been asked before. Is it easy enough to get bait over on the tunnel? I've never had a problem with it. I've always taken it over. Going to Abbey and trying to work out how much to take across and how. I will put it in amongst you. I wouldn't have it on show in case you get stopped. But honestly, you won't get stopped. And just have it tucked in there. You really don't need to, you know? You really don't need to. George says, had 3 commons to low double. Just bigger than the bream. At least you had 3 commons. Hang fire, got another one rattling the pop in. Bloody hell. Fair play. Ronnie from South Africa. Hi, Leon from South Africa. Good to see you, Ronnie, mate. I know you tune in every week. Can you maybe help? I hope so. Are there any ladies in the UK where they supply all the kit? Ladies? Are there any ladies in the UK? I thought, here we go. Dating agency. But no, are there any lakes in the UK where they supply all the kit? Bivvy, rods, etc. As I only find places in Europe. There must be some places where you can hire the kit for sure. What ones? I don't know, because I've never heard of it. Maybe Mill Lodge Retreat. There must be some out there. Do you know any guys? If you know any lakes where you can hire the kit, then put it down below. Put it down below. Let us know. Because I can't think of any off the top of my head, but there must be some out there, Ronnie. 4 weeks to go out in France. Yeah, I'll be sending off your rigs soon. This week, hopefully. I'm going to tie them up for you when I'm fishing next week. And I'm going to send them over to you, Stuart. Penfold. I have no idea what that means. Oh, Penfold's the name. Is that the name? Is Penfold the name of your dog? Thermacell. That's the one I was thinking of. That's a good one as well. Thermacell and Avon So Soft to keep the monsters at bay. Taylor Ray, any tips for Attila at Abbey Lakes? Yes, love Attila. Really good lake. Just find them spots with the weed. Take a bait boat, definitely. Take an echo sounder, definitely. Take a bucket of buckwheat, maize, and boilie. They love them 3. If that's all I could take, that's what I would take. They love them 3. Love them 3 food items. Try and find those flatter areas, those clearer areas in the weed, their little hard feeding spots with your echo sounder, and then fish on there. Put a hopper full of bait. You don't need loads, and then just catch 1 fish at a time. Some really big fish in there, some lovely fish in there, some good swims. Again, I've done a few videos on the Catch More Carp about fishing Attila. 2 or 3 of the different swims, the spots. I put it all out for you with the wraps and everything. If you're a member, go and have a look at the videos. I've been told jungle one works well spray. I'm not sure actually. George says, what a shame it fell off the hook. That's not good, is it? There's Trevor. Nose Life. Nosy Life clothing from Craig Hoppers. Leon, it's the Thermacell. That's the one. Dave, hope you're well. Evening, Trevor. Good to see you, mate. Love your picture on there when you got full. You've still got a full head of hair now, haven't you? Beth says, come on, Leon. Vid of you on a scooter needed. Yeah, not so sure that's going to work, that one. Unless someone else took some video of me on the scooter. Thanks, Ed. I think I might have overdone it. 5 single nights on Caravan Lake. Probably 25 kilos boilies. Mind you, it's work. If it's working, then it's not broken, is it, Frank? Neil says he's got a boxer. boxer dog. A new pork chop. It's Yoda. Yes, it's got some ears on it, hasn't it? Got some bloody ears on it for a Jack Russell. Not so sure that is a bloody Jack Russell in there. Pretty sure it's got a bit of Chihuahua in there. Something's been up to no good, hasn't it? I tell ya. Brian says, Dottie also has a sharp set of teeth. She enjoyed chewing my hand at Sanders. She's got very sharp teeth, hasn't she? If you was at Sanders, you would have seen her. And you would have seen Mrs. B and the son, my son as well. But they were there. Louis says, a Bichon Frise proper man dog. That's a monster of a dog, that thing, isn't it? Terry says, lamb chop with Snaggy. That's what I might call it. Oh, come on, Snag. I might call it Snaggy. That might be one to call it, old Snaggy, wouldn't it? Golden Retriever, can't take him because couldn't keep him out of the water. No, very true. Yeah, she's brilliant, Brad. She's a lovely dog, lovely temper and everything. No problem, Kevin. Pleasure. Proper cute dog. I have a French bully called Roxy. Lovely. Luke says, I've got staffs not allowed in the lake. Thank God they're nuts. Yeah, they are nuts, aren't they, staffs? Luke says, really nice dog. Cheers. Members of the Catchmore Carp, what did you think of the this latest video that we've done, the one I released on Sunday, Anatomy of a Carp rig video about the D-rig? Did you like the way it explained about the D-rig? This wasn't a how to tie it. This was why I use certain materials and products and how they work, why we use them, why sort of thing. Did you enjoy that type of video? I had a couple of messages from people saying they really enjoyed it. Something a little bit different to the norm. It wasn't a how to tie it, it was why. You know, why I use this, why I do sort of 11 to 13 turns on the D. Why, you know, why I use a PTFE hook ring swivel. All them type of things, why. Why I use amnesia. That material and that. So, did you enjoy that type of video? I'm going to do some more like that. Taylor Ray says, Cocker Spaniel. Lovely. Bit crazy though. Bit all over the place. Little gremlin, that's for sure. Stuart No Dog, yeah. Stuart No Dog, yeah. Stuart said, working Cocker Spaniel, too much energy, won't sit still for 2 minutes. Never could I take mine fishing. Never, Stuart. It'd be all over the place, wouldn't it? Be like a crazy thing. Chihuahua is definitely, yes, Frank. I have 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm thinking the old Chihuahua slipped in there one night, done the dirty deed, doesn't he? Dirty bastard. Excuse my French. Jed said, getting back to my France trip, the lake closes for the winter and I think we're there the second week of opening. So how would you approach it bait-wise? Take loads or be cautious due to being cold? I'd be cautious due to being cold. I would take maggot with you. If you can take some worm as well, chopped worm, but I would take maggot. If it's cold and it takes a while to warm up, you know, buckwheat, maggot, maize, all stuff that goes through the carp. And then take some boilie as well. You can use crumb, but fish for a bite initially. You can always put it in, but you can't take it out. Boing. Keely says boing. Adam said, had around 7 dogs in my life, one up to 17 and 15 and 17 mixed breeds. Not sure about ears, what other mixed breeds she may have. I have a Chihuahua, long-haired. Dave said, Leon, watch out if lamb chop starts growing a mohawk on top. Yeah, it's like a little gremlin, isn't it? No dog for me, but will be my first purchase of 5 years when I retire. Some sort of terrier. Andy said, potatoes with the hog roast was made. Yes, the potatoes were good. They were like a cheesy one, weren't they? The ones at Sandals were like a chipolata one, weren't they? Lovely. There she is, Keely Murray. Boing. Boing, boing to you, Keely, as well. Facebook user, I see a lake in the UK at high order kit. I will look it up and put it in group chat. Thank you very much. Thanks, mate, for everything. No, always a pleasure. When using a multi-rig, would you attach a bottom bait the same as a pop-up? Yes, definitely. You can use a multi-rig and a pop-up for both. You can use them both on that rig. You can use a wafter, you can use a bottom bait, you can use a pop-up. I've used all three and caught on all three. Bloody hell, at the time, we're going to have to go over, we're going to have to say goodbye to, YouTube, the Catchmore Carp Facebook page, the Leon Bartram Angler Facebook page, Before you go, guys, give us a thumbs up. Share some love. Give us some fun. If you like the content I'm putting out there on a Thursday on this live, and across my Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and Threads and on TikTok and everywhere else, give us a thumbs up. Give us some loving on there before we go and move over to the Catch More Carps group subscriber live stream. Give us some thumbs up and some loving and some everything like that would be great. Much appreciated. Thanks for the advice, mate, on the tunnel. Since tips been asked for Abby, have you got any for heron? Exactly the same. I fish heron. All them lakes I fish exactly the same. I've got a bait boat with autopilot and deeper on it. Yeah. You ever done a video about the whole process of travelling over to France the first time and the extra bit required? I haven't. I haven't done one of the start to finish. Although quite a few of them videos, I explain it very thoroughly. Anyway, I explain it very thoroughly how my trips across there, what I take, the rigs, the spots, everything. You'll be able to you should be able to gain a lot of knowledge from them. Snag Ears is a great name. Yes, I know it's a great name. Terry, yeah, loved it. Ordered the Amnesia, fair play. Yeah, I mean, Amnesia's such a good hook link, and because it's very budget friendly and cheap, then it goes against a lot of the tackle companies promoting their, all their stuff's good, but that's a little bit of a cheaper version of a really good hook link. Yes, it was so interesting. Good. John said, great vlog on Sunday. Amnesia turned up today. Leo, can you do a simple video of all Daryl Peck ties the rig uses with a combi rig? Oh, the Daryl Peck one. Yes, I could do one of those. That's a real simple, easy rig to tie. Daryl's one. I could do one. I could even call it the Daryl Peck rig if you want. The rig used with a combi rig. Yes, because he uses little bits and pieces, little bits of whatever it is. Right, guys, on YouTube and everywhere else, thank you very, very much for tuning in tonight. It's Thursday. I will see you all next Thursday for another live stream. We are going to say goodbye to the Catch More Carp Facebook page. I'm just ending that. Goodbye, guys and ladies. We are going to say goodbye to the Leon Bartop Angler Facebook page. Thank you very much, guys. See you next week. And we are going to say goodbye to everybody on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. And I will see you all next Thursday on YouTube for another live. And I hope you enjoy.